Good afternoon. We're here live on Twitch as we get ready to, we get ready to kickstart the 2027 season. And as we get ready to do that, we're going to bring you a little preview, of what to come for the 2027 season. So, the last video, which was earlier this morning, we went through the recruiting process and got all our recruits signed. Uh, things things turned out okay. It was interesting for a bit. We got everybody signed. We got people done. So we are ready to go for this upcoming year. We're getting ready to get this kickstarted for this upcoming year, and we're gonna see what happens. So, as you can see, I'm gonna click on here. We've got 35 recruits targeted. I'm gonna break them down by positions real quick, so it's okay. We're going to start with the quarterbacks. They wanted us to target 2 because we need to target 2 because of what we're expected to lose. So we went ahead and we added 4. They're all 5-star recruits, as you can see. They all have interest. They all have interest ranging from 6th to 3rd on our radar. So we've got Jalen Joslin from Overland Park, Kansas. Right now, he has us ranked as the number 6 team in his recruiting board. Ohio State and USC are number 1 and number 2. And as you can see right now, we are the only team offering him a scholarship. Next on the board is J.D. Volk. He is a dual threat quarterback from Bellflower, California. He is number 6 on our interest list. He has Texas and USC as his top 2 teams of interest right now. 6'4", 204 dual threat quarterback. For me, being a dual threat archetype quarterback is it's one of those things where it's kind of become a need for me because I like the ability to be able to have a quarterback who can sit there and throw the ball from the pocket, but when the need arises, he can get out and he can do something with his feet. Timon Provo is the 3rd quarterback we have. He's actually 3rd on our interest list. We are 3rd on his interest list. He is from Wayne, New Jersey. He's 6'6", 194. He is a archetype pocket passer, so not exactly the archetype that we would look for, but we work with what we can get. Honestly, kid's 6'6", coming into the freshman or wherever, and you work with it. And the last quarterback on this list is Mitch Cantrell from Jonesboro, Arkansas. He is another dual threat quarterback. He has us ranked 5th. Ohio State and Oklahoma are the top 2 choices right now. Again, another kid we'll be looking at. But out of these 4 that are on the list now, we want to get 2 of them signed. Honestly, I'd like to get 3, but I mean, this is the list right now. We'll see who gets. We'll see who even. We'll see if somebody gets added. I mean, it, it might not happen until the off season that we end up possibly adding someone because we may have to do it then. I don't know, but that's always a question. Now, moving on to the running backs, we didn't add any running backs right now because well, our stable of running backs is full. Same thing with the fullback. We didn't add a fullback because well, we got one. We're going to move on to the wide receivers. Zahari Blade from Livonia, Michigan. He has us as his top, as his number one choice. And right now it's us, Ohio State, and Penn State. Basically, as you can see, all of his for his top 9 schools, He's got about half of his list. Well, actually more than half. 6 of the teams on his list are all from the Big Ten. So basically it's like this. If he doesn't end up with us, the likelihood is he's going to end up with somebody in the Big Ten. He's 6'1", 193 as a contested specialist. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, it says 0, but I did scout him, so weird. Okay, weird ass. Zeke Blades is the next one. He's from Romeo, Michigan. He has us as his number 2 choice behind Indiana. Again, another contested specialist. This one's 6'5", so going to be able to use that height to his advantage. Another receiver who is archetyped as a speedster is Gabe Trury. He has us at number 8. He has Clemson, Indiana, and Penn State. Right now, it's his top 3 teams. So we'll see where that goes. He's from Conway, South Carolina. So we'll see if actually staying close to home is going to be his thing, or if he decides he wants to venture away from home. And then we've got Justice Parker. Again, we're at the bottom of the list. We're at number 8. LSU is sitting there at number 1. He's a gadget archetype, and he's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Right now, it's LSU, SMU, and Auburn, who are his top 3 choices. We'll see how it works. It can always change. Tight ends, Moses Keys. He has us as his 6th choice. Texas, Mizzou, and Ohio State are in the top 3. Well, again, we'll see how it goes. He is a physical route runner, 6'4", 203. He'll be a good tight end. And we also have Mitch Pendleton. He is number 2 on our list. He is from Clinton Township, Michigan. He is a gritty possession archetype. LSU is listed as his top choice right now. Again, it's preseason, so things change. As long as we continue to stay on his list, that's all that really matters. Now for the tackles, Dustin Tobin, who is a pass protector. He has us interest at number 2. Penn State is number 1. Vince Gardner is on the list. He has us at number 4. His top 3 are Texas, LSU, and Alabama. He is from Oxnard, California. Denton Wall is another one that we added. He is from Milton, Massachusetts. He has Penn State, Tennessee, and Miami as his top 3 teams. We are right behind them at number 4. And then the last is Byron Singletary. He has us listed at number 6. His interest right now is Miami, Alabama, Florida and Georgia is his top 4. Like I said, for number 6, he is from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I don't see him staying on the list for too long. I don't see him staying on the list too long, at least right now, because it looks like it's either going to come down. At this point, it looks like it's going to come down to Miami or Alabama, but we'll see. Guards, we've got Greg Sharp. He's a 4-star from Orange Park, Florida. He's another one. He has Florida and Miami as his top 2 schools, along with Tennessee and Penn State. We are sitting there at number 8. Again, we might lose them, we might not. I don't know. We'll see. David Coda from Gig Harbor. I want to say that. I think that's Washington. Yeah, Washington. He has Ohio State and Miami as his top 2 schools. We're sitting at number 3. James Warner. He is from Leesburg, Georgia. He has Tennessee, Miami, and Georgia as his top 3. We are ranked number 5th in interest. And then last, John Sahara. He has us ranked at number 5 on his interest list. He is from Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, he has Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio State as his top 3 schools. Can't say I believe him, but we'll see. Centers, we just added one, and that was Jeff Meekins. He has us listed as his top recruit. He is from Ypsilanti, Michigan. So, I mean, he's a local. He's local, but he's very local. See if we can keep him here. That's the plan. Defensive tackles. Jacques Brockel from Midlothian, Virginia. Right now he has Boston College and Oregon as his top 2 schools, along with Virginia Tech at 3. We are ranked number 8. And then Rico Fernandez is a gap specialist. We are number 10 on the interest list. He has Notre Dame, BC, and Oregon as his top 3. Again, it could change. You never know. And then the last one is Nick Stout. He's another gap specialist. He's from Palo Alto, California. He has Oregon, Georgia, and Ohio State as his top 3. And we are listed at number 7. Outside linebacker, Zach Stutterstorm from Atlanta, Georgia. He has Georgia listed as number 1, Notre Dame, and then Missouri as 2 and 3. We are number 7 on his interest list. And then Greg Cummings. He is a will linebacker. He is archetyped as a signal caller from Winter, California. Texas, Oregon, and Notre Dame is his top 3. We are number 10 on the interest list. Mikes, we have Max Robbins. He is a thumper from Draper, Utah. He has us listed as number 10 on his interest. Oregon, Georgia, and Missouri are in the top 3. Gilbert Webb is another thumper from Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. He has Georgia, Duke, Clemson, and Virginia Tech as his top 4. We are sitting at number 10. Chimani Alexander from Smyrna, Delaware. He has Michigan listed as his number 8 interested. His top 3 are Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Virginia Tech. And then Armand Mon from Memphis, Tennessee. We are 10th on his list for interest. His top 3 is Georgia, Notre Dame, and Tennessee. Corners, we have Nate Madu from Wheaton, Illinois. Michigan is his top, right now, his top interest school, with Georgia and Notre Dame being the other 2 in his top 3. Trenton Jackson from Barrington, Florida. He has Michigan listed at number 2 with Georgia ahead of them and Clemson at number 3. And then Dion Ellington from Logan, Utah. He has Oregon listed as his top team. Michigan is listed at number 2, and Georgia would be listed at number 3. Free safeties. We have Geo Sims from Jacksonville, Florida. He has Georgia listed as number 1. Michigan's listed at 2. Florida is listed at 3. And then David Edhinchenko from Duncan, South Carolina. He has Georgia listed as number 1. Michigan is at number 2, and then Notre Dame listed at number 3. Strong safety, we added Morgan Trainer. He is from Richland, New Jersey. We are number 2 on his interest list behind Notre Dame, and then Indiana at number 3. Honestly, at this point, it's anybody's guess on who's going to get him because you never know. And then we added a punter because our punter is graduating at the end of the year. Dominique Johns from Hattiesville, Maryland. He has this list. We have not cracked his top 10. If I remember right, I think there is. I'll be completely honest, I don't know who his number 1 team is because I can't really tell the logo that well. But I know his number 2 is Maryland. And then basically a lot of the schools other than Maryland that are listed, and I think North Carolina are a group of 5 schools. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we need to get punter signed, so we'll see what happens. That is our recruiting list. So, preseason top 25. The top 25 has Georgia sitting at number 1. Texas sitting at 2, Notre Dame, Tennessee, and Oregon rounding out the top 5. Florida and Miami is 6 and 7. Ole Miss at number 8, LSU, and then Ohio State round out the top 10. Texas A&M and Texas Tech are right behind them. Louisville's at 13. Michigan is at number 14. Penn State, UCLA, Duke, Indiana, SMU, South Carolina, BYU, Clemson, Alabama, Arkansas, and Baylor round out your top 25 going into the preseason. So going into preseason, we're going to be have our first look at the preseason Heisman watch for this year. And it's pretty much a quarterback haven. Lenoris Sellers is at the top of the list for South Carolina. Dallas Wilson, the wide receiver from Florida, he's listed at number 2. Dylan Raiola from Nebraska is listed at number 3. Dante Moore is listed at number 4. He is coming back for his senior season, which I'm a little surprised, but it is what it is. And then C.J. Carr from Indiana. I actually did not know he had left. Well, yeah, he left Notre Dame. Oh, okay, so he left Notre Dame after the 2025 season. Oh, yeah, I did remember because I think I tried to sign him. But he spurned us for Indiana. My mind is just all messed up. But he'll be entering his second season at Indiana. Of course, he'll be draft eligible after this year. So if he stays at Indiana, it'll be his choice. But we never know. that is your Heisman watch list for the preseason. And now on to the All-American list for the preseason. Bryce Underwood is a uh, first team list for the All-Americans. Bryson Washington is listed at tailback for USC. Andrew Marsh is on this list as a receiver. Joining him is Andrew Barabola at tackle, left tackle. At right tackle, Andrew Spurge. And that is it for the first team side, for the first team for the National. Second team, we have at least two more players, offensive linemen. Dante Moore is the quarterback for the second team. Cam Williams and Scrap Richardson are receiver. For Michigan, Jake Guaruna is at center. Blake Frazier is at right tackle. And that is it for the rest of the list for the preseason for the second team. Big Ten looks better. It's filled with us. On the Big Ten list, the first team, it's Bryson Underwood at quarterback, Andrew Marsh at receiver, Andrew Barabola at left tackle, left guard Cameron Keok, center Jake Gutierrez, right tackle Andrew Spurge, right in Lagurda Egopoya, Cole Sullivan at Mike, Jasarian Edmond at corner. And for the second team, backup center Caden Strayhorn, right tackle Blake Frazier, right defensive end Devin Baxter. And that is everybody for the All-American list. And for the red shirts, we decided to redshirt freshman Tim Stockton, given that Brownie is a senior, Underwood is the starter, and then we've got Dunbar. It just made sense. Redshirt Stockton, because I know Brownie will be gone. If I'm being honest, Underwood's probably in his last year. I've got a feeling he's leaving. I mean, if I was him, I'd be leaving at the end of this year. So I wanted to redshirt Stockton, try to keep him on the roster. Tailbacks, I decided to redshirt freshman Ty Beatty, and then Agamis Breeze. Again, we have no fullbacks to redshirt. Receivers, we redshirted Damian Carmada and Denzel Likely. Again, depth, plus we wanted to make sure that we had pieces to build on for next year and for the years going along. Tight end, we redshirted incoming freshman John Kuhn. Again, got plenty of depth. We've got two guys. We've got two seniors that are graduating, and then we've also got a junior who's redshirting. At best, we're going to have, at best, next year it's going to be Hanson and redshirt freshman John Pugh with whoever we get coming in for the draft class. So we just wanted to be prepared. Left tackle, we didn't redshirt anybody because, honestly, why would we? Center, left guard, we redshirted Lloyd, incoming freshman Lloyd Stevens. Just it just made sense. We didn't want to waste a year where he was gonna basically be sitting on the bench. Freshman, we redshirted incoming freshman Quentin Wing. Again, we've got one guy graduating. We've got a sophomore, so we figured it would just be easier to redshirt him and bring him into the fold as a hopeful starter for next year. Right guard, we decided to redshirt Prince Hook. Depth was our issue. We wanted to have depth going forward next year. Tackle, we redshirted Brendan Morris. Again, it was all about it was depth. Defensive end on the left side, we didn't redshirt anybody. On the right side, we redshirted Devin Borghi, the incoming freshman. Again, it's a depth issue. We wanted to make sure that we have depth going into next year. That way we didn't have to worry. Defensive tackles, we redshirted sophomore Greg Bradbury. Again, we have a senior who's starting. We have a sophomore in the backup, and then we have another senior on the bottom of the depth chart. This was about just making sure we had depth going into next year, depth where we could focus on recruiting and making sure that we were good for that going forward. On the Sam linebacker, we redshirted junior Chase Taylor. Again, we've got depth that will need to work itself out. Besides, I don't know if he may not be here. He may not be here next year. One of these other guys may not be here next year. They may decide to leave. So we wanted to make sure we were good for depth. On the white linebackers, we redshirted Darius Crothers, the incoming freshman. I don't know if he's going to stick around because we've activated a deal breaker for playing style. I don't know if he'll stick around, but it may change. And then we redshirted incoming freshman Tyree Lord. Again, depth. Plus, we've got two seniors that are graduating, and Don Koch and Cole Sullivan. So we're gonna need all the depth we can get next year. Will linebacker, we didn't redshirt anybody because honestly, the only redshirt that was available was a senior. And honestly, I have a rule where I don't redshirt any seniors unless the depth for the position is high, and having 4 will linebackers is not a reason for depth. There's not a reason to go out and redshirt a linebacker. That's just not my style. Corner, we decided to redshirt Hugo Luna, the incoming freshman. It was just a matter of numbers, and then the fact that he's at the bottom of the depth chart as an overall. Redshirt him, get him into training next year, try to get his overall up, and get him to the point where he'll play. That was it. Free safety, we didn't redshirt anybody because there were no red shirts. Strong safety, we redshirted 2. We redshirted incoming freshman Jamar Doxson and Terrell Hills. Again, it was a depth issue. We've got one that's graduating that we pulled out of the portal this year in Surges. And then we also have Vilmore Falu, who's a sophomore. So it made sense for us to go ahead and just redshirt. And then we don't have a kicker to redshirt because we just have Stuart Blake. I may go after a
kicker in recruiting, either in the off season or in the preseason for next year. Well, probably the preseason for next year because he'll be a senior if he sticks around, and I want to be prepared. And then we've got a punter that we're looking at. We didn't redshirt him because we don't have anybody else. And also, he's a redshirt senior, so we could redshirt him anyway. So that's your list for your red shirts for this upcoming year. Let's take a look at the schedule. Last thing we do before we get ready to move on. So the schedule. We're going to have a bye week, week 0. We're going to open play against Buffalo at home. We are going to be taking a road trip to Texas to face the number 2 team in the land, and then we will be facing Eastern Michigan on the road. We'll have a bye week, week 4, and then we'll start conference play. Wow. We're going to start conference play 3 games on the road. Indiana, Penn State, UCLA. We'll face Oregon at home, Rutgers at home, Illinois at home, and then we will have Michigan State and Iowa back-to-back weeks on the road. We will finish out at home for senior night against Ohio State. Excuse me. I like our schedule. I might look at making a change, either our week 1 or week 3 opponent. I want to keep Texas at week 2. Let's see, who all would be available for week 1? God, hell no, I want to do that. So there are plenty of teams that are available for week 1, but I don't know what I would want to do. Dude, wow, that's sad. No, I'm not looking to die. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about this one because I don't really know. Week 3, pretty much a lot of the same. Yeah, it's pretty much a lot of the same teams. Well, yes and no. We don't have Louisville. No, they're there. I don't know. I honestly, I can't think of anybody. I think I'm going to keep this schedule the way it is, just because, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm just not sure if I want to start with Buffalo, but I don't want to, I don't know. We'll probably keep the schedule. Yeah, thinking about it now, I think I really am going to keep the schedule. So we will open week 1 against Buffalo at home. So yeah, beat Buffalo, road trip to Austin, and then a home trip, and then back home to play Eastern Michigan before we'll have a bye week 4, and then we'll open conference play. So that's going to be our schedule. This is going to be our schedule for the 2027 season. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and move into week 0 for the 2027 season. We've got some players that have made moves. course, we've still got to deal with possibility of players deciding they want to try to leave, but it's all part of the, all part of the game now. So week 0. Week 0. A very, very mundane set. Looks not very many. The only ranked teams that I see that are playing: Penn State's hosting Temple at home. UCLA will be hosting the FCS school at home. Texas will be at home against UTEP. And that's it. So the week 0 schedule is, well, mundane and boring as usual. And for us, we will be getting started with recruiting. It's time to start recruiting because, well, recruiting is the lifeblood and we need to keep it going. All I like to do, at least for the beginning, is try to put 25 points on as many players as I can, just to get their interest, just to get them kick-started, and then see what we need. I think I'm actually going to be able to get it all. Yep, I think I am. This is honestly a very, yep, I am. This is a very interesting turn of events. I never usually get 25 points on every player. I actually have 125 left over, so. Okay. So, oh, interesting. So, given that I have 125 left over, all right, what I'm going to do is everybody that has me listed at number 1, I'm going to increase them from 25 to 50. So, at least until I run out of points. All right, so yeah. So what I'm also going to do is everybody that I put 50 points on, I'm going to move to the top of my list so I can keep better track of them. Yep. Uh, yep. Cool. All right. So we have recruiting finished with week 0. We're going to get week 0 out of the way and get into week 1. And then I'm going to wrap this up for after that. Take care of a few things, and then we'll come back and we'll get week 1 of the 2027 season started. Basically, I need to figure out what I want for dinner. Cool. All right, so we are week 1. We are ranked number 14 in the country. We're going to be facing Buffalo. This should be a game that we should be able to walk out with an easy victory. We'll probably be playing starters and backups. So as we get ready to wind down, we're going to look and no change. Nope. No changes to the top 25. BYU did lose to Cal 23-17, but that's the only loss that anybody really has on this list. So, but week 1's going to have some very interesting games on the schedule. Tennessee and Duke will be facing each other in a top 20 matchup. I'm looking to see what other matchups that stand out. I know I saw something about Florida and SMU, I think. Stanford is going to be going to TCU. Notre Dame will be hosting Purdue. Ohio State will be hosting Bowling Green. There we go. And we get another top 20 matchup. Number 6 Florida in SMU. That'll be coming from. That will actually be a neutral site game in Atlanta. So not a lot of ranked matchups. Really, only 2 that I saw. Yeah. Georgia is going to be going on the road to Florida State. And, yep, that's about it. So 2 ranked matchups for week 1. I suppose kind of a slow start to the schedule, but not a surprise. Like I said, we'll be back to get kicked off week 1 against Buffalo. Like I said, I'm going to wrap this up because I need to Well, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner and make sure I'm prepared. And then we'll come back. We'll get week one under our belts as Michigan will host Buffalo to open the 2027 season. So until next time, guys, we'll be back in about, I'd say honestly, we'll probably be back by 7. Yeah, I'll probably be back by 7 o'clock for week one, and where we'll be facing Buffalo on the road. Until next time, guys, we'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great night, and go Wolverines.